bigger guy move, you know, because there's not much movement. So what it is the same scenario where you're here all, you know, he's on all fours, turtled up or whatever, and I kind of work in the chin strap scenario. And also I find I get this a lot. If I start pulling his head to one side, what does he know I'm going to do to him? He knows I'm going to guillotine him. So what's his natural reaction? What's a good defense right now? It's just to get a head back in the middle. That's what we want. So this can happen in a lot of different situations where the person's trying to get their head back in the middle. So what it is a choke, and it's very little movement. So what it's going to look like, I have to explain to you, but what it looks like is just basically this right here, these taps. So this is what's going on that you can't see. So, all right, I'll show this side first. You go in, his head is here. It's almost, this is what made me think of the choke was, Danny said you're not punching all the way through, and you definitely aren't punching all the way through. But in order to stay on top, you've got to go in deep enough that the bicep here blocks his head from going this way. Then on this side, what you do is instead of grabbing a guillotine grip, which you can see there's still a hole, you flip this hand over, and now you have this little spot where his head is stuck. You've got his neck here, and then what you do is you push your belly down on the back of his head and just pull this thing in. And it's a really psycho situation. So what I just showed over there, you got this hand in, you don't go all the way through where they're going to end up here, but you just go far enough that this is blocking. If you do a regular guillotine, their head can kind of have a place to go, their chin can have a place to go. So instead of doing this, you just rotate this over and you end up here. And now this hand blocks their head from going this way, this bicep blocks from going this way, and then all you do is you just kind of put your stomach on the back of their head. I used to call this the belly team because you're using your belly to finish them. And you just let your belly push their head down as you pull this thing in. It's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple. I said the time that I usually get it is when the person's trying to keep their head in the middle because they don't want to get guillotined, and they're actually putting their head right where you want it. So here it is. I'm here. Maybe I'm out here. Maybe he's just not moving. He's just staying right here. That's cool. I go in deep enough that I can grab this grip. This is just to describe you where I'm feeling. This is right. This right here is right on the side of Echo's head. Right down like his cheek. Right here is where this is. And this same thing that Danny was saying. I'm not all out. I'm not all expanding. I'm compressed. I'm in here. That's another thing that made me think of this choke. So notice my right elbow is sucked back. And my left elbow is also sucked back. I have this little tiny spot right there. That's where his head is. And then from there, I just pull down on those, and I just push down on my belly and pull up on my arms. The thing that makes it a little bit hard is it doesn't have as much leverage as you normally get when you want to get a choke. But what makes it work is that they have nothing. They have nothing. They're just kind of stuck there. So that's what makes it functional. Because you don't have leverage like you have with your whole body when you're using your back or you're using your shoulders. You don't have much of that. What you're using is your stomach and dropping your weight and you're rolling that thing in. It also works standing, by the way. If you end up with someone here, like you can just do it right here. Just finish them. So let's turn this way. Again, I know this isn't like the most visually incredible thing to look at, right? It hardly looks like any movement, which is the way I like my jiu-jitsu to be. No movement. No one moves, they just tap. So here, I swim this in. I get his head right in the middle, that's right where I want it. I grip those hands, my elbows are both pulled back in tight, and now I just pull this thing forward as I drop my weight down on his stomach. That's the position I'm in right there. And it sucks, you're gonna see. Any questions? Yeah.
Are you staying on your knees that whole time, or are you up on your toes?
You know, you have to, it's one of those things, that's why I was kind of like, it's weird to find the leverage on this. You're coming forward. As you drop your weight down, you gotta kind of come forward. See how my hips are going forward? So if you're way back like this, sprawled out, it makes it a little bit challenging to do that. So I usually end up on my knees, like doing this kind of motion. All right, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3.